Greetings, greetings to all judges, teachers, and audiences. This is JS007. Now, before my presentation, I would like you all to think about what is something we can't live without. Actually, clean water is essential for every single one of us, which leads to me investigating an experiment of distillation. Seawater covers 97% of Earth, but we cannot use any of them. In addition to UN SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, with one of the goals stating to provide clean water for all. In my experiment, I used solar still as a reference. I want to know the rate of seawater desalination and whether purity affects the rate of distillation. I hypothesized that the distillation rate decreases as solute increases, and here solute refers to sodium chloride. This is because the sodium and chloride ions in salt attracts the polar water molecules, making it more difficult to be separated during evaporation. Also, compared to a pure water solvent, there's more salt instead of water on the surface where evaporation occurs. This is the apparatus I used in my experiment. It basically works like a solar still, and I used 5 salt solutions, each of them containing different amounts of salt. The one with 200 milliliters of water and 7 grams of salt was designed according to the ratio of seawater. Moving on, this is the data I collected during my experiment. You can see here that the distilled water decreases as the amount of salt increases, which supports my hypothesis. Furthermore, the rate of seawater desalination is about 0.45 milliliters per hour, if only considering the salt inside. However, since seawater is composed of many different elements, further discussions have to be made regarding the actual speed of seawater desalination. Now, lastly, based on the data collected during my experiment, it can be concluded that polar countries and Baltic countries are suitable for using distillation to obtain pure water. This is because their saltwater concentration is low in nearby water sources. However, they actually have a low temperature, which slows down the speed for evaporation, and this also has to be deeply considered. On the other hand, Indian Ocean countries have a high temperature, and their salt water is not extremely concentrated. Therefore, it is currently the most suitable for using distillation to obtain pure water. And further experiments can consider the temperature of locations on Earth and other elements in seawater such as magnesium and sulfur, because these are all factors that vary depending on the geographical locations of regions. Therefore, conducting experiments with these variables can better find suitable places for using distillation. With more research done based on distillation, we can all contribute to a more sustainable future based with clean water. Thank you.